total, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is the total, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Into information and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Good information in document and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Seku Sherry say, Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk, bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming.
Life has had a lot of challenges. There are lots of things in life we need to battle on a daily basis. But let me say this to every one of you, be you Muslims or Christians, you need to keep the faith because no one to trust. No matter what you do, someone somewhere will envy you for no reason. They will pray for your downfall. They will smile with you. They will eat with you. They will discuss some of the important issues along with you. Deep down in their heart, they're planning something negative about you. What do we do? All you need to do is to keep the faith. Get closer to Allah. If you're a Christian, you're going to say in Jesus' name. Good evening, Liberia. Welcome to the show, Issues of Today, on Voice of Liberia 104.1, coming to you live from Capital Bypass in Monrovia. I'm always reminded to do what is right. No matter the difficulties, what we find ourselves in, I've always been reminded to do what is right. And so on today, Love for Country going to take me through as we're going to be discussing national critical issues. And let me just say this to you. I've launched an investigation on the activities, businesses, associations of Senator, now Vice Standard Bearer of Unity Party, Jeremiah Kuhn, Ambassador Joseph Newman Boaka, with the likes of all other folks. And so we will be digging deep. Today we return with Ahmad Jalos. He's going to be here with me later on. But before then, we have something very, very important. We've uncovered something. My name is Sekou Sharif. I'm taking a very short break. To be right back. Thank you very much. Thank you for rejoining us after our break. If you're just joining us, let me say good evening to you, Liberia. Good evening to you, Liberians. Good evening to you, whatsoever you're joining us from all parts of the world. For those of you watching us, I encourage you to share the live as we're going to dig deep into critical national issues today on the program. We need to checkmate our leaders, those of the people that are wanting to lead us in very big positions in Liberia, It is about time to checkmate them and know exactly what they've done to our country and what they want to do. So, Jeremiah Pan Kun, a Unity Party. If y'all know the thing that I have uncovered about you people, so y'all can take criminals and all and make them to be your vice tender bearer. And everything I'm going to speak about this evening, I'm going to speak from documents. Okay, folks, welcome. For those of you just joining us, I want to say thank you to every one of you tonight on the program. It feels good to do what you love to do best. And yes, it feels good to do what you love to do best, right? And later on tonight, we will have with us Ahmad Jallo. Ahmad is a Liberian female who's residing out of Liberia, and she's since alleged that she's been raped by Dr. Nelson Onyema. Yesterday, we needed to have an interview with her, but because of some unforeseen situation, we could not, and so we had a break in transmission. So we've rearranged for her appearance on today. So she's gonna be with us, and we're gonna talk about lots of issues that she wants to talk about as well. But like we continue to say, we're making all efforts to get this out of Dr. Nelson Onyema, but we will tell you today on the show, someone has reached out to us and claiming to be the person that we should speak to concerning Dr. Nelson Onyema, but we said no because he could say something to us, and when we come on the radio and say it, Dr. Nelson Onyema will say he did not give him the go ahead or authority to say such. So we ourselves, we've investigated some issues, and we'll also let you know today when Emma appears on the show, Ahmad Jallo. Okay, before that time, fellow Liberians, we don't want to bore you. We've investigated something, and when we say something on the radio, lots of you, sometimes you listen to them, but it's all just important that as a journalist, we should speak the truth. Let me say this first of all before we can go ahead. I've been hearing the folks from Unity Party, calling Joseph Newman Boaka Rescue 1, Rescue 2, and they're calling, what's the name of the lady? The senator of Yomdi Kaga Lawrence, Rescue Mother. They've been calling those names to the individuals we just mentioned. It is not that I think what I want to say is about protecting intellectual property. They say you copy from somebody. It is what the Unity Party has done. The person that we all, even the folks in Unity Party, they can admit to it that they've been calling Rescue Mother in Liberia has been Nora Findabondo. Everyone, they've been calling Nora Findabondo the Rescue Mother. But I don't know how the Unity Party, where did they come from, will rescue, they call Joe Walker Rescue Father now, right? Then they call Yomdi Kaga Lawrence Rescue Mother. Like someone will call her, they say she's the, hero or mother. She's there to endorsement mother or endorsement hero. She's always making endorsement and all of that. But that is not the main thing. I just thought to just flip on it. It shows that the rescue issue came from somewhere where someone has been using. It is not something new like the way they want to do it. Like, oh, yeah, I know. Okay. The other time, folks, let us move into our discussion. Very important. The other time we had a discussion here, and I said to the Liberian people that Jeremiah Cohn, the current vice standard bearer of Unity Party, whose were recently announced by Joseph Newman Boaka, has a criminal record. Jeremiah Cohn has gone to the extent or had in the past used his position to enrich himself at the detriment of the Liberian people, where monies that were to benefit the large majority, people like Jeremiah Cohn, they took said money, they were able to manage themselves to divert them into their personal account. Right? So today, we are about to tell you more about what we've investigated and what Jeremiah has done to Liberia. Yeah, we have a report. Oh, fellow Liberians, it's good to be an investigative journalist. We have a report in our possession, the 2022 report from Central. The 2022 report from Central, and part of the report, our main focus in this report is where you have the national budget that reported about the national budget. And let me say this to you, fellow Liberians. The national budget is like something that is for every one of us Liberians. It's like you living with your mother and father, and they have on the monthly basis, they usually give the children $1,000. So in that money, it is meant for the children. It's not who big, who small. It is something that should affect positively all the children. What will happen in that case? They'll be able to buy school materials for the children in a home, buy their clothes, all the necessary items for the children, so as to allow them to go to school freely with the needed items they need or whatsoever involved. So it is how the national budget, it is what that is meant to do what should be done for us as citizens of the country. So it is that national budget where you see when you have a house or you have a business or you're doing something where they ask you to pay taxes, that money they will put together and make up the national budget. So when that money comes out and the government generates a set amount of money, that money should be used for the intended purpose, meaning it should go to the needed things that are to provide the enabling environment for the Liberian people. The national budget, according to this report, was being diverted, portion of that money was being diverted to the personal institution privately owned by Jeremiah Cohn. I will give you the names of incorporators, and I will give you the full name, even though Jeremiah Cohn has since denied that he has turned this over to the government, But I still have, and I have the original document, and his name is still on it. He has his wife's name on it, and he has another person's name on it, and this is a private institution. I will tell you. And Jeremiah Kun has other businesses. Some of the businesses does not in any. Some of the businesses Jeremiah Kun has, they do not have article of incorporation. How possible can you have a business and you don't have the article of incorporation of the business, but you are doing business and generating fundings and all of that? We'll let you know. This is the man that wants to be the vice president of our country. Now, these little things, you see them to be nothing. No. If this man can steal the summon steal, then how you go take the man and go be the man vice president? That man can go look at the whole country and try to do something different for his personal interest. Now, let me read you the report from Santal, the 2022 report. And I'm particular about why it talks about the national budget. Yes, they said, oh, I have not been able to share the live. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, let me do that. Okay, let me do that so that we can have most of our folks listening and also joining us, right? So the reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to know the folks that are telling you that they want to lead this country and they can do better, and what they've done to our country and what they're even capable of doing. If you gave them the little chance, they will do all kinds of things to this country and they don't care. Right? Let me go to this. I want to lay my hands on this. I have it. Don't worry. Okay. Now, let me read a report. It says, the national budget is a legal instrument for the implementation of government's development programs, including the provision of inclusive and equitable social services. While a budget may be a projection of revenue that is expected to be generated and how it will be spent, it also provides a framework for the effective and efficient management of public resources so that they impact positively the lives of all citizens. That is the essence of the budget. Effectiveness implies that resources that are spent make a difference in the lives of the people, while efficiency means the expenditures have value for money. The budget is yielding impact in different sectors. Nevertheless, it is still being used as a tool to promote corruption. For instance, notwithstanding public outcry regarding allocation of $3.6 million for legislative engagement in the previous budget, the amount has again been allotted. Under the scheme, monies are paid directly to legislators to undertake development and other projects, a clean assumption executive function. And that's true. That is the executive function to do clinics and all of that. People can go take their private clinics and like what Jeremiah Kun has done. Listen to the report. This drastically undercuts accountability, as there is no mechanism to hold legislators accountable for utilization of the funds. The issue is particularly concerning given that the legislature that has not been audited since the country's return to democratic governance in 2006. Also, the Esther and Geraldine E&J Medical Center in Ganta, Nima County, owned by now Senator Jeremiah Cohn continues to receive budgetary support. Honorable Cohn has claimed that he has turned the facility over to the government of Liberia. Y'all listen to the report to some of you that will call and say all kinds of things you want to say. Now, the people reported this. They only reported what the guy did, the amount of money that went to him. But I, as a journalist, have investigated and I have the document of this clinic or whatsoever in my possession. And I will tell you the names of the incorporators, who, when they sign it, when they open it, if it is true that Jeremiah Cohn has turned this thing over to the government of Liberia, I will read documents here this evening to tell you how the people, they are fraud. This is why they want to come and get a bigger space to steal more from our country. People like Jeremiah Cohn, a very young man is involved into this. Listen to this, right? Is a medical center in Gantanima County, owned by now Senator Jeremiah Cohn, continues to receive budgetary support. Honorable Cohn has claimed that he has turned the facility over to the government of Liberia, but there is no available record to such transfer of ownership. Between 2016 and 2021, the facility benefited from US $952,462 through the national budget. You hearing it? $952,462 through the national budget. In the 2022 budget, the facility has been allotted. The facility has been allocated 125,000. No, it's 125. Yes, it's 125,000. Such allocation to a facility linked to a top government official is just another example of how the budget is being thwarted to service the needs of officials. You listen to this? This is a report. I'm not saying it. It is a report conducted and it was proven. So during the investigation of Santal, Jeremiah Cohn told them that this thing you're talking about, the money you're talking about, or the money coming to the hospital no longer for me. The clinic no longer for me. Who get a clinic? Jeremiah Cohn say the clinic not for him. Yeah. So the clinic he finished giving the clinic to the government. So it is what Jeremiah Cohn said. He gave the clinic to the government. Now, he has been taking money, the budget that is to benefit Liberians in other sectors. That money could be used for the Liberian people in different ways. That money could be used. But you know what? You know what has happened in this case? Jeremiah Cohn is benefiting, and to the worst extent has since denied that the clinic. So it shows you that it is clear that that clinic exists or whatsoever. But let me tell you what they did. Yes, I'm going to read from documentations. For those of you watching, you see that documents in here we're reading from. We'll read from documentations today on the program. We'll read everything to you. Other businesses that Jeremiah Cohn has, that they don't have article of incorporation, will also let you know. Now, this is the man that wants to be the next vice president of our country. That taking monies that belong to the country for his personal usage. Now, the name of the company in which, right, they open the clinic under. It is a foundation, right? It is a foundation that they open the clinic under. It is a foundation. And I'm going to give you the full name of the foundation. Here is it. And here is the article of incorporation of the foundation. Here is it, folks. Here's the article of incorporation. You see it? Anything we say, we will say it. For those of you that are watching, I'm saying it because I want you people to see it. It says, article of incorporation of Esther and Geraldine Kuhn Foundation. We, the undersigned, for the purpose of forming a non-for-profit, a non-governmental organization, pursuant to provisions. Provisions of Part 2, non-for-profit. Now you listen. They open this thing, they say it is non-for-profit. Non-for-profit, right? But the government money is going to the company, is going to the clinic or non-for-profit organization that was formed by Jeremiah Kuhn and his wife. Now, Jeremiah Kuhn told the people when they were investigating, he said he does not have any share whatsoever in the clinic any longer, and so that the clinic was being turned over to the government of Liberia. Let me give you the name. The names and post office of shares of the incorporators of this article of incorporation are as follows. 1. Jeremiah Kuhn, Ganta State, Nima County, Liberia, West Africa. His position here is Executive Director. Geraldine Kuhn, the same address. Her position here is Program Coordinator. Esther Kuhn, her position here is Education Coordinator. The men that say the company has been turned over to the government of Liberia, it is still bearing his name. And he stays, enjoys, and take money from the budget. This is a man that wants to be a vice president for you Liberians. This is a man that is telling you people that he can do better. This is a man that has the bold face to say he can fight corruption when he himself is corrupt. So how many persons signed on this document? Article business ratio, blah, 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 blah. You got Jeremiah Kuhn, he's an incorporator. He signed on this document. Let me show you here, for those of you that are watching. For those of you that are not watching, you will not see it. Ain't you seen Jeremiah Kuhn's signature? You all see the signature. The man said it is not, you all see your signatures. You see Jeremiah Kuhn, you see a woman, and you see the Esther. The man say he ain't get that clinic again. But let it need Jeremiah Kuhn, incorporator. Geraldine Kuhn, incorporator. Esther Kuhn, incorporator. But the man said, even though that money now all been going to the clinic, he not disputing that, the government not paying money. That a private clinic go. You see the thing, they say the thing is what? Is non-for-profit. That a private institution, not government thing. It is not a government thing. Right? So, some of the reasons why, right? Blah, 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 blah. Is it the name of the organization herein referred to as the corporation shall be known as Esther and Geraldine Kuhn Foundation. The purpose and objectives of the corporation and other general nature of the activity in which the corporation shall engage into, not be limited to engage in the medical services activities. Engage in providing school and community, right? So it means they had a right to open the clinic. Yes, you can open the clinic, but you cannot open the clinic and you allow the government to be paying you for your private clinic. It is a non-for-profit organization for Kuhn and his family. But how can you open that thing And then because you are senator or representative, you manipulated the system to have our government or to have a government budget that is to be spent on government institutions, to be spent on a private clinic in Nimba County. Then when asked during the investigation, the man say the hospital or the clinic is being turned over to the government. How possible it is? How possible it is that you turn it over to the government, but you still own the article of incorporation of this foundation. How possible it is that you say you turn it over to the government? Okay, it's fine. But when you're turning things over to the government, there should be record of transfer of ownership to the government. Say, okay, I turn it over to the government. So meaning all the other documents, there will be amendments to show that, okay, you had this document or you had this company, but you've turned it over to the government of Liberia. So no longer any money that come in there, now government money, it should be accounted for, audited. But not in this case. Not in this case. Where you have your name stay on the business, you stay benefiting from the business, you taking the Liberian people money, and that is broad day stealing. That is broad day stealing. That Jeremiah Cohen is stealing from the Liberian people. This is not just from Nimba. But you listen to the amount of monies that are going into that went to this institution. The amount of monies that went to this institution. Where you have that money could be used to JFK. It could be used to other hospitals that are in need. Not a hospital where the man is using for, his own business and whatsoever. No. But then and the thing here is, the reason why we're bringing some of these things out, you need to know the people that say they want to lead you. These people are trying to get a bigger space so that they can do more. They are trying to do this because they want to have a space where they will do more. Because they may not just senator, they may stealing like that, they may doing things like that, diverting monies are intended for the large majority of the country. The man is doing everything, diverting it to his personal institution. So you think anybody can open clinic too? All the private clinics they get, you think too they can go, they say, okay, the people might get their money. But because this man is good at stealing, that they're using the legislature to steal. So imagine the people been taking money since 20. Let me go to the report. What the report said. Let me go to it. Let me go to the report that I just sent out. Let me go to the report. Let me go. Where is this report? Let me just go to it quick. Right? It's taking time. It needs to download. Okay. I want to go to the report and I'll tell you, this is not law for country. This is not law for country. These people that call themselves, they say, they want to change the country. They know the problems the country face. How can you know problems you think the people of this country face? You, your very self, you in a little corner and you stealing the way you stealing. Then they come make Liberia or Liberians make a little mistake and make you vice president. You need a bigger space to steal more. You need a bigger space to steal more. You're just a lawmaker. You're a lawmaker and you're using that means, and the stealing the man is doing is not just to an individual, but the entire country. Because that money that being sent to that institution, that money could be used for somewhere else that could benefit the large majority, not just an individual. This is my point. Why should the entire country down? For example, some of you out of the country, you will pay your taxes, you will send your money to your family members, people into businesses in this country, they will do it and everything. At the end of the day, that money goes to people that Jeremiah Kun. Oh yes. The money goes to the people that Jeremiah Kun. They pay, they don't even care. So listen, yes, the report says, also the Esther and Geraldine, which her name is on the article of incorporation. The Geraldine woman name is on the article of incorporation. Esther name is on the article of incorporation. Esther and Geraldine Medical Center in Gantanima County, owned by now Senator Jeremiah Kun, continues to receive budgetary support. Honorable Kun has since claimed that he has turned the facility over, even though we just read for you that he stayed the owner of the company, which is the clinic which is being run in Gantanima County, turned the facility over to the government of Liberia, but there is no available record of such transfer of ownership. Between 2016 and 2021, the facility benefited from, listen, 2016, 2021, 2016, 2021, they benefited from with 900, almost $1 million, $952,462. That money could do something better through the national budget. Now, in the 2022 budget, they allocated $125,000 for them. So altogether, when you add all that money, it's $1 million plus that Jeremiah Kun alone stole from the Liberian people through the budget that went to his private hospital. His private hospital, Jeremiah Kun. Now, these are the people that want you to vote them. These are the people that are telling you that they got characters. These are the people that are telling you, say, and I'm told I'm not sure about doing the investigation. When you listen to Costa saying that Jeremiah Kun, he sells human parts. According to our investigation, it is within that hospital that usually some of these parts can be taken or be kept and being sent out of the country. In that hospital, in that clinic, Jeremiah Kun can keep the parts of human and do all what they can do, and then they ship it out in Europe. And someone has reliably informed me, and they started waiting to share some information, classified information with me. It was in that hospital that Jeremiah Kun and his legs can do what they can do, and when they get the human parts, it's there where they keep them. Because the medical area now, people can go there to go check. It is within a hospital. Now, sometimes we say these things, you see how mysteriously people are dying? Look at what happened to that child to Pinsville. A young child. Yeah, they may call it a rescue too. You can rescue yourself first from corruption. Your hands filled with blood. And I always told people, these things, they work, but they don't last. So it is within that hospital, I'm told. Jeremiah Kun then will keep the human parts, and at the end of the day, they ship them abroad, places like Europe. Oh, yes. Now, but this is, let's leave that for another time. Let us go to the real issue here. Why would Jeremiah Kun, that claimed to love the country and seeing 1 million plus, diverting it to his private institution? There's a man that claims that he loves the country and he wants to rescue this country. How do you rescue a country when you've not been given the highest power, but you started to steal? So when you make this man with the vice president, they may be looking at some ambassador and say, you know what, y'all might report to me. I guess I'm going to client down there, y'all might wealthy man, everything. So they might. It is possible because the man going to be the vice president. And then the person that's going to be the president is somebody that is, maybe he will spend 1 month in the country he goes and spends 2-3 months in hospital because medically he's not fit. But this is the man. You listen to the report from 2016. Imagine, for God's sake, from 2016, this man has been on the scheme up to 2022 that he got 100,000+ in the budget. You add all the figures, this man from 2016 to 2022, he has been able to benefit as an individual 1 million+ from all of our money, the budget. Now, these are the people that say they want to lead this country. And then they see me had the guts to say that they honor that regime, they will fight corruption. I mean, they will fight corruption, and then they will go to the extent they issued about drugs. You're not also talking about the killings and part sellings that you people are involved with. Now, I tend to believe that you are a hemo part seller. Because listen, the person that gave me some close information about Jeremiah Kuhn, they said Jeremiah Kuhn has a vehicle. When Jeremiah Kuhn is using that vehicle, no one else at a particular time when he's using that vehicle, if any securities are on top of that game and arrest that vehicle, they will see parts of him in that vehicle. And the person has promised to send me pictures and videos. We need to expose Jeremiah Kuhn. We will need to expose him. We will need to do it. We will need to do it. So, number one, they open the foundation. And in the document, it is true they said they can open clinic, they can do health services, which is clear. They open the clinic with the sole intent that, okay, we're running, hospital, or we're running clinic so we can do what we're supposed to do and all of that. B.O. in a simple Liberian English, B.O. the people there doing different things. Imagine the person that told me, they said I should not call their name, and I will not call their name. They said in the clinic, for those of you that have been in the clinic, there are areas in the clinic they don't allow people to go. Meaning, if you enter in this house, there's certain area they have a total control. Don't go this way, even though it is not, operation, because it's just a clinic. They don't do major operations there. Nothing in the car. They don't do that. So that is how it is, right? So the person said, in certain areas in the clinic, even though they can do operation, they don't do major stuff there, but they had a restriction. Now, there's a story they explained. They said at one point in time, I think mistakenly, someone tried using that place. They said the staff was being dismissed. Yes, the staff was being dismissed, and they nearly put serious problem on the head of the person. So for what reason? For what reason? But we come back to the issue where you have someone that's saying that he wants to rescue this country. If you want to rescue this country, you should come with a very clean character, in a sense that you can say, okay, this is what I've done for Liberia. What can Jeremiah Kuhn say to anybody that he has done since he became the representatives and now senator? What are the legislations he has preferred? Now, these are the people. Now, all the reports, they've come up negative. He has not scored anything good. And then diverting money that is to be used for the Liberian people to his personal clinic, that it has been alleged that it is the hub, It is where they used to keep the hemo parts. And one of their own supporters said it. Oh, yes. The man said it. The man said, Jeremiah Kuhn, the hemo part seller, the man can sell hemo parts. So if somebody from beyond Jeremiah Kuhn now will be telling us that a particular area within the clinic is where they keep the parts and they have their contacts, they have their contacts, they have their contacts and everything, they send them to Europe. The person was particular about it. He said they're using Europe. The person said they are using Europe. They're using Europe to send these things there. So it is a whole big syndicate that they're doing. But there's a man that wants to rescue. How can you rescue a country when you yourself need to be rescued? When you yourself need to be rescued. So the report is telling you from 2016 up to 2022, this man has benefited up to 1 million plus in that his clinic, that he's saying that he's no longer the owner, but his name is still on the article that makes him to be the legitimate owner of the non-for-profit or the foundation to open. His name is there. His wife's name is there. Esther's name is there. The Esther and Geraldine, their names are on the article of incorporation in our possession. We just told you about. Let me go to it and I'll tell you. Here is it. For those of you that did not see it, let me go to where you will see. Let me give you the main position. The main position, Jeremiah Kwankun. The address, Ganta said, the Nima County, West Africa. The man is the executive director. That the main position. On the article incorporation, Geraldine Kuhn, the same address. She's the program coordinator. Esther Kuhn, the same address, education coordinator. Then you control the signatures. Other than signatures here, let me show you to you again. The men I say the company has been turned over to the government. Imagine you're not even honest to the little position or the little area you find yourself. And you see the man's signature, that Jeremiah Kuhn's signature, that the man article, that the article incorporation for the business, the company in which that they constructed the clinic under. The man say he not turning over to the government. You not turning over to the government, but you still got the article incorporation. Your name stay on it. Your signature stay there. There's no amendment to show that you've had an amendment of the article of incorporation. These are the people that want to be leaders in our country, that want to serve one of the hardest areas in our country. That they are not even honest to themselves. Then you call yourself Rescue 2. Rescue 2. Let me take a few calls. Like I said, we've launched investigation on all the names we mentioned, and we'll continue anything. Now, I have a company in which Jeremiah Kuhn opened. It is running. There is no article of incorporation of it. That is clear stealing. He called the company, how he spell it? The name of the company is TUOAKEUH, Enterprise Incorporated. This company, I challenge Jeremiah Kuhn. There's no article of incorporation of this company. Now, let me give you the full information you put here. First name, Jeremiah. Middle name, Kwan. Last name, Kuhn. Date of birth, the 17th, the 3rd month, 1978. Country of birth, Liberia. Nationality, Liberian. Sex, male. Status, married. ID number is L10. ID document number is L105797. ID document, the passport, the country Liberia. The passport he put there, a passport picture. So they think I'm reading. Enterprise code. Let me give you the enterprise code. Is 053047041. That is the enterprise code, the type of business corporation. This business I'm telling you about, fellow Liberians, Jeremiah Kuhn is running this business. It doesn't have article incorporation. But this is a man that wants to be a vice president for our country. That everything he does then criminally. Oh, yes. There's no article incorporation of it. Why man put the article in corporation here? And this business, they may just register the business. Now recently, at 2022. And so on the other document, 2022, the time he renewed the other one, but the actual time that he registered is 2011. Business registration number, taxpayer identification number, nothing there. There are other business here. Get all the main document of the things. Other business here. I ain't called other business. Say the principal address of the corporation shall be LPMC Bypass, Ganta City, Nima County, Liberia, West Africa. The name and address corporation registered agent is Prince Mgu of Fiamma Community Single, blah blah blah. Then Jeremiah Kun get 51%. Then he get reserved shares 49. Now another businesses now. When I tell you again what the man can do with them, there you go. Then that other one, yeah, okay, that involves a Gompa, the Nima County, Liberia Business Improvement and Development Credit Union. Okay, when you hear about say the man went to money from somebody. Anyway, we reached to that 0770907907, 0770907907. We have all the copies of all the businesses the man has and in this country and how he's duping some of the stuff. We'll bring you transactions. 0770907907, 0880907907 are the numbers to join us. Why I say we're saying this? You need to know the people that are saying that they want to lead this country. You cannot want to be vice president. The little things you are not doing it. You duping system. Why will it take you to have an article in corporation? Hello?
Yeah. Sekou, anyway, I'm Benedict Sebert Jr. calling from Business 15, specifically Lokintown. Sekou, why it is true that we want to make George we are a one-term president. First of all, let me tell you thank you for bringing out necessary information concerning Honorable Kun. I urge you to do your more investigation and provide with facts, your background information about Jeremiah Kun, about who he is. But why is it that we want to make sure we are one-term president, but we should know who we're giving our presidency to? So, Mr. Sekou Sharif, I thank you very much for providing all factual information. We are looking up to you for more information.
Thank you. I will do that. Thank you very much. Hello?
Thank you. There are Sekou.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead. Oh, he left the line. Let me take this person. Hello?
How are you, Brother Sekou?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Brown. I'm calling you from the district team.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. My brother, it is incredible. It is unbelievable, huh? Honorable Kun Clinic. Just stop. I'm talking.
You live on the radio, though.
Honorable Kun Clinic is owned by he and his girl's children, according to him, right? And this clinic, because the clinic is owned by him, so the article and corporation is in their name. Despite that, the clinic was incorporated and turned over to the government of Liberia. This is why every budget year, the government allocates certain amount for this clinic.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm coming. Can I learn, please?
No, you will not learn. Let me interject. Let me make a point.
No,
listen. My man, you think say that monologue thing doing here when you're talking somebody can talk? Okay, but I will cut you off. Hello? Let me tell you, say you just say you that your airtime you pay for, you just be talking all kind of things. I want to interject to say something, then you say, well, hello?
Good evening, Secretary.
Good evening, go ahead.
Thank you, man. I'm KJ. I call from Brownsville, Moton Corner.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Man, the topic is fascinating, brother. We cannot trust these guys. 12 years they rule this country. We have nothing. We can trust Joseph Braca, then I call it the new name you discussing at Jeremiah Kum.
Yeah.
Hemopat. Every day hemopat. People disappearing. They blaming the government, shutting government and blame on the government. Brother, I to share Honorable Braca and Jeremiah Kum. The way they be behaving,
But brother, by the grace of God, we'll be successful. Mountain country, the democratic king.
Thank you very much. Let me take another person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. This is James George.
Yeah, James, go ahead. Sometimes when we're discussing, we need to discuss with some level of sense. I read documents here. Then you want to argue, and you're not reading no documents. You're not quoting for anything. Go ahead, brother. Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I just want to provide clarity because on what you are reading.
You want to provide what?
I'm saying on what you are reading the article of incorporation of a foundation and not a clinic. So the foundation remains enough. Yeah, hello.
Sir?
Yeah?
If I didn't do an investigation, I won't come here. There is no different article incorporation for the clinic.
No, there is a different. Now, here we say the foundation is for Jeremiah Kun's family. So it means that is a non-for-profit organization that implement projects, non-for-profit projects in various communities. That's what I want you to know. So
you want me? Hello.
Part of the initiatives.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Let's have a conversation. Listen.
Yeah, we're having it.
I just explained to you, and I will repeat myself.
Yeah.
There's no document to show. Even Jeremiah, if you know, you ask and say you got separate article incorporation or registration document for the clinic. He will tell you, say no, it is within under because the foundation gives them the right to open clinic.
Thank you to open clinic and all non-for-profit institutions.
Thank you. So that clinic, hello, sir, please.
Yeah.
Wait. So that clinic was given birth due to the foundation. Within the foundation. Right? So that clinic, they don't need any other registration for it.
Absolutely not.
So it means when Jeremiah Kuhn is saying that clinic has been turned over to the government, there should be a MOU or amendment. Now they were this they whole thing.
Amendment will not be done to the article of incorporation.
Hello.
There will not be an MOU.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I get you.
Go ahead now. Let me give you time.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, right? The foundation remains a non-for-profit that belongs to Jeremiah Kuhn. But the foundation will implement projects in rural communities and maybe turn these projects over to the community.
So do you have the MOU?
No, what I expected you to do was
but I'm telling you, hello, if the MOU, let me tell you how it works. If the MOU is being done according to you or whatsoever, there should be a trace and attached to this document to show that there has been this thing. So for example, thank you. So you agree with me, right? So it has not been. Hello, sir. Hey, man, you agree with me? Then you want to argue again? It has not been done. Okay, thank you very much. Let me take another person. Thank you. I do accept and respect you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Chief.
Go ahead. Let's hear you. Sometimes they think very easy.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for giving me the time and opportunity appearing on your platform. Yeah, thank you very much. You have said it all. Under no condition, an investigator generally will bring the entire source from start to end. The person read it. What the argument about?
I'm reading you document the message and I turn it over.
Reading the document. Reading the document from one page to another. Why should we argue on that? If you see what the man reading is wrong, why make your own investigation to your own report? Then you compare it. Then you see how best. But I do believe that Sekou in been making a research for a long time. I have got all of these documents that you really to the Liberian people.
I have all the documents of.
Then you want to be discussing something that is not even in the interest of the Liberian people.
I have all the documents of Jeremiah Kuhn's businesses in Liberia.
People, you see in a clinic, or clinic cannot be taken over to a government where there's no MOU and there's no or legitimate document.
Yeah.
That is given to the government. And then you taking money from the government. It's a city act.
Yeah, they say there should be.
People they say they can transform the country.
Mm-hmm.
These people that they want to
the man that has been stealing for your personal use since 2016 to 2022.
When all personal use, they can't say they can transform the country. They talking, man. They will thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. They say if you know the Christmas will be good, you'll know from the Eve. You just made the man senator, the man student, that I go main VP, you know. Hello?
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Good evening, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Smith Tobit, calling from Lookington.
Oh, you Smith Toby, you related to Smith Toby, the deputy?
No, we just got the same name. Anyway.
Okay, just kidding. Thank you for joining us.
No, I just want to find out. Well, the question is, why now bringing all these topics out?
Thank you very much. Let me answer you, yeah? You know why?
No.
Jeremiah Kuhn, being a representative, he desperately performed, but by that time, he was just representing a minute portion of people in Nimba County. You understand me?
I understand you.
And the people of Nimba, either somehow, some way, mistakenly, with the support of the CDC, by the time they put hands together, the people elected him as the senator of the county. So it means he represented the entire county. Out of the 15 counties of Liberia, he was directly representing the people of Nimba County. So that is also a minute portion. So, but now, Jeremiah Kuhn now wants to what? Represent the entire country. Because as a vice president, you're no longer just a vice president for Nimba. You're vice president for people in Monserrato. You're vice president for people in Grand Cru. You're vice president for people in Riverside. In all the counties, the villages, the towns, and everything, he's going to be the vice president. So, the reason why we're bringing this out is to make the Liberian people know who are they that wanting to serve the various positions. If we can know them and we go for them, if anything happens in the future, we should take the blame because we knew them from the past and we accepted them. So that's the reason why we thought to come, because he's vying for the big seat beyond all what he has served.
Before I conclude, the point is that I think with all the things you just explained about Jeremiah Kuhn, these things could have been revealed from the beginning. Because people will feel that because
you know what tell when to say them.
He left the camp of the CDC. He's down with another party. No, I just come in. I will conclude. Then you try to reveal this thing. And equally so, you are a journalist. People say that his